Hardap region is a vast land of untapped investment opportunities, an epitome of natural wonders, where multicultural inhabitants, government, and private sector is striving in unison to make it a better place for all.
Hardap region borders Erongo region in the northwest, Omaheke in the northeast, Taras region in the south, and Namibia's administrative region, Commerce region in the north.
The region also borders the Atlantic Ocean in the west and Botswana in the east, making it a unique investment potential hub. Administered by the Hardap Regional Council, Hardap region has an estimated population of 90,000 people from diverse ethnic groups, predominantly made up of Khoekhoe speakers of Nama origin. More than half of the population lives in communal areas, settlements, and privately owned farmlands, which were defined during Namibia's colonial era. About 40% of the population resides in urban area. Although Namibia is rated as a high-income country, a high number of Hardap region population has been experiencing extreme levels of poverty and inequalities. Most communities attribute the cause of this situation to a lack of jobs and basic services such as potable water, electricity, tertiary institutions, health and sanitation, among others. In the pursuit to bring much-needed infrastructural development, investments and government services closer to the people, the Hardap Regional Council and decentralized institutions as well as the regional leadership are all committed to deliver the promises to the electorates. This is equally mandated by the Ministry of Urban and Rural Development while striving to meet the objectives of the national development plans towards realizing the aspiration of improving the quality of life of all Namibian people. The Regional and Local Authority Act 23 of 1992, as amended, is also aimed at improving social welfare. This can be attained by facilitating and ensuring success of regional development programs and capital projects through the National Planning Commission, including the provision of basic services, which is a responsibility that also cuts across all sectors to ensure a fair distribution of benefits from Namibia's rich natural resources. Hence the establishment of the Hardap Regional Council, which is divided into 8 constituencies, namely Mariental Urban, Mariental Rural, Gibeon, Daveb, Aranos, Rehoboth Urban West, Rehoboth Urban East, and Rehoboth Rural Constituency. The region is governed by the Hardap Regional Council from Mariental as its administrative capital. The local authorities responsible for driving the development agenda and ensuring planned service delivery comprise of Mariental Municipality, Rehoboth Municipality, Arnos Town Council, Stampridge Village Council, Kalkrand, Gochas, and Gibeon Village Council. Settlements include Chris, Amperboer, Wakanas, Ritwoch, Wibes, and Kleinoop, among others. Hardap region's economy is dominated by subsistence farming, with commercial agriculture production as its backbone. The drive towards food security and sustainable farming is gaining momentum. This is through millions of investments in agriculture by the government, private stakeholders, and non-governmental organizations. The tourism sector is recognized as one of the largest employers in the Hardap region, which makes it an important source of revenue collection and major contributor to the national gross domestic product. Over the years, there has also been a significant shift towards investment in major retail ventures and small and medium enterprise development. A large number of Hardap inhabitants are also employed in the Regional Council, decentralized government institutions, and local authorities. Their income contributes greatly to the local buying power and overall economic stability of the region. This is an advantage to the success of the regional economic growth strategy. The Hardap Regional Council is propelled to realize the regional development plans with emphasis on socio-economic improvement and regional government infrastructure development, and this is in line with National Development Plans (NDPs) and the Harambee Prosperity Plan objectives. The Hardap Regional Council is headed by an elected chairperson who also chairs the Regional Council management meetings. Together with elected regional councillors, the chairperson oversees and coordinates aspects of development and equitable resource distribution in the region.
The Regional Council is hard at work from all the angles, together with the private sector, to work towards creating a revenue stream for the region to serve the people.
The main responsibilities of the Council leadership and management, as expected by the Ministry of Urban and Rural Development, is to drive the development agenda towards improving the living condition of inhabitants and ensuring economic growth. To realize its mission and vision, Hardap Regional Council put up well-established structures and functions headed by the Chief Regional Officer, a qualified management team, and well-trained personnel. The local authorities such as municipalities, village and town councils also plays a vital role in their respective areas of operation to ensure effective governance and that the residents benefit from socio-economic development programs, including micro-projects. Local economic development in the Hardap region context means the application of resources using broad-based and integrated processes to promote and address the aspirations, needs, values, and well-being of the residents. Having directed much of its resources to community-based service delivery over the past years, the region made significant strides in the provision of water, housing, electricity, as well as in the education and health sectors. This is besides the fact that there has been a backlog in most sectors due to insufficient national budget allocation to regional councils. This deficiency led to a lack of initiatives for new projects and capacity to implement significant programs which are aimed at improving the lives of about 60% of the population who continues to live in deplorable conditions without access to potable water, electricity, housing, and proper sanitation. To meet the demand for rural water supply in Hardap region, the Ministry of Agriculture, Water and Land Reform continues with the drilling of boreholes and improvement of existing water points.
The constituency in itself has around 8,000 people that are staying in the constituency. And they are scattered all over 17 little towns. It's Karanas, it's Riethoog, it's Klipgat, it's Tsumes Park, Tsumes College, Groendraai. We are trying to deal with the major issues, which are water infrastructure. I'm happy that the Regional Council, through their resolutions, allowed me as the Regional Councillor to have this development for the people here. And that is to have the tank on the other side and the solar panels right on the other side.
Since 2020, more than 20 water points were rehabilitated and new ones constructed in Rehoboth Rural, Rehoboth Urban East and Gibeon constituency.
are you really utilizing? Crying for assistance, getting assistance is not enough. After you have gotten the resource, how do you apply the resource to turn your lives around? People's need has been addressed. The pain that people had of unreliable water has been addressed. Now what is the biggest result that we want to see? Uncle King, we want to see you bringing your animals to the auctions, animals that can compete with the rest of the other animals. I want you to bring crops to the marketplace. I want you to have your own stall there before in front of the service station.
A shortage of proper housing is a major challenge in all constituencies of the region. However, the ongoing construction of more than 200 affordable houses in Aranos, Gibeon, Malteye, Mariental and Rehoboth Town continues to receive praise from beneficiaries and aspiring homeowners alike.
Het hulle 'n R5,000 dis nou toe ons opgebou het, het hulle 'n R5,000 vir die bouer gegee. Want dis mos nou nie 'n duur prosesie. Dit is mos nou maar net om vir ons te help. Dat ons ook kan 'n dak oor ons kop het, want ons almal is mos nou nie gelukkig om 'n dakkie oor ons kop te hê nie.
To launch the construction of 26 houses, which are these ones, and then we also signed the MOU with the Hardap Town Council. Thereafter, 30 houses were constructed, so together is 26 plus 30 is 56. The 26 is funded by Standard Bank through by a brick program. And the 30 houses are funded through the annual grant from the Ministry of Urban and Rural Development.
I have assisted out of my office community members who were in dire need of housing. People who really was very much vulnerable to the weather. It was 26 houses built, but this is one of the 26 houses.
Vir my het dit nou gegaan omdat die huis klein was, maar nou het die huis groot geraak. Dit gaan nou nie vir my oor 'n steenhuisie. Solank daar net vir my ook 'n spasie is 'n vrou maar kombuisie in 'n sitkamertjie en ietsiekie in my huis.
Plans are also underway to introduce more affordable housing projects to include the middle income and ultra-low income earners, especially in Mariental urban and Rehoboth urban constituencies, which continues to receive an influx of new inhabitants, mostly in search of job opportunities and access to basic services. For the past years, education has been one of the low-performing sectors in the Hardap region. The school enrollment at secondary and tertiary level has been unsatisfactory. This is said to result in a shortage of a skilled labor force to spearhead development in the region. The recent low performance of learners countrywide did not help the region either. Hence a call for concerted efforts towards improving learner enrollment, teaching methodology, pass rate, and school infrastructures at primary, secondary, and tertiary levels.
In Hardap region, we are seeing an influx of learners in Rehoboth and in Mariental. We managed to open a new primary school in Rehoboth. It's called Acacia Primary School. Today it's accommodating 332 learners from pre-primary to grade 7. And the reason why we did that was to respond to the exponential growth of learners in Rehoboth, which is still persisting, and we're still busy engaging and mobilizing both head office and the community in Rehoboth for us to construct a fully fledged primary school in Rehoboth, and in the future again respond with a fully fledged senior secondary school in Rehoboth. Now, the same situation in Rehoboth is also happening in Marienthal.
The construction of new primary schools in Marienthal and Rehoboth town, as well as additional classrooms, is gradually reducing overcrowding in urban schools, a project spearheaded by the Directorate of Education, Arts and Culture. The private sector is also on board to fund smart e-learning and build more classrooms. One such institution is the August 26 Holdings Company, which commenced with the construction of 24 additional classrooms at various schools in the region.
What you see behind me here is one of the projects that is ongoing, and August 26, it was recently handed over. They are having 3 sites so far in Hardap Region, one in Marienthal here at Ampelheim for construction of 4 classrooms and a storeroom for 1.5 million roughly. And they have another site in Stamford for the same size building, 4 classrooms and a store for the same amount, 1.5 million. They are busy constructing a new school in Rehoboth. It have 16 classrooms and 2 ablutions to the tune of roughly 11 million.
The health sector continues to make progress in healthcare services in urban areas and renovation of major health facilities. The health sector also saw many investments in the private sector to improve infrastructure and funding of modern medical equipment.
I'm very happy that the clinic is situated here in Block E, because it's nearer, and most population is here in Block E, and it's far for them to go to the upper clinic. Suburb is extending, so maybe we will be needing another clinic again that site in the future.
The voluntary medical male circumcision, national vaccination and TB prevention campaigns are some of the ongoing notable successes in the region. Communities who live in rural areas continue to benefit from the mobile health clinic services, and plans are underway to revamp or construct new clinics at Chris, Amperbourg and other remote settlements of Hardap region. The devastating COVID-19 pandemic disrupted service delivery countrywide, and the health sector was also not spared. However, it also evolved new knowledge on how community health programs are managed and executed to meet the needs of the rapidly increasing urban population. The Ministry of Agriculture, Water and Land Reform is the main institution responsible for rural water supply programs, and their successes in Hardap region is evident in all 8 constituencies through highlights such as a borehole which was rehabilitated at a cost of 167,000 Namibian dollars in Karanas, Rehoboth rural constituency. 2 earth dams rehabilitated at a cost of 1 million Namibian dollars at Vleiveld and Tafelkop in Daveb and Gibeon constituencies respectively. Water points rehabilitated at a cost of 2.3 million Namibian dollars across the region. Water supply by tank services was done at a cost of 1.5 million Namibian dollars at Vethays and Blowkrans. The region continues to improve the provision of water to remote populations with the drilling of more boreholes and revamping of water points to enable rural transformation through agriculture. Other institutions, such as Common Waters Namibia, also continue to improve the lives of communities through drilling and installation of solar water pumps in conjunction with the Hardap Regional Council and rural water supply. The ultimate purpose is to provide water for settled and subsistence farmers to diversify their agricultural practices through introduction of drip irrigation and hydroponic systems. With assistance from the United Nations agencies such as the Food and Agriculture Organization, United Nations Development Programme, and the World Food Programme, the Hardap Regional Council Rural Development Planning Division, Office of the Hardap Governor, has been instrumental in fostering partnerships to elevate food security and nutrition in the region. The investments from these agencies and other international partners is estimated to be over $3 million Namibian dollars. Among the projects are the Food Systems Program by the World Food Programme under the Hardap Regional Food and Nutrition Security Strategy and Implementation Plan. Two conservancies in the region, namely Oscorp and Uibes, are planning to make their mark in food production. Funding from the Environmental Investment Fund of Namibia, with goats and gardening setup, also aims at diversifying the conservancy's income. In addition, by developing the concession near the famous tourist attraction of Namib No-Kloof Park, they will increase revenues, which has been declining as a result of a low number of wildlife in their current conservancies. The provision of adequate resources is the required basic enabler for the region to ascend out of poverty. This will upgrade government service delivery and boost investment centered on creation of much-needed jobs. While the regional government is searching for solutions to service provision and job creation challenges, both local and international investors continue to immensely impact progress in all sectors. A development which is vital in setting the agenda towards realizing national development plans and industrialization. Besides the power to vote for the political parties of their choice, inhabitants of this rich and vast region are also eager to see progressive changes in their lives and to safeguard their future generations. This is through improvement in education, health, housing, and social justice, as well as equitable distribution of Namibia's abundant natural resources. The investment potential in Hardap region encompasses the establishment of more businesses in tourism, agriculture, mining, fisheries, technology, and many more emerging business opportunities. The ultimate goal is to secure much-needed jobs and increase government revenues. Hence, the regional leadership's efforts to improve socioeconomic infrastructure such as suitable policies, resources, and services that ensure that people can participate in productive social and economic activities.
In 2020, together with, or spearheaded by the Directorate of Planning, embarked upon a program that we call the EBDSD, the Enhanced Participatory Development for Improved Service Delivery. Now, of that program, they go down to a constituency and then they would talk to everyone. They would do enumerations. They would go and mark the houses. They would count the people in the houses. They would set meetings. They would find out what is it that these people want. And they would then come back with, this is what the people want. And the political leadership then would make decisions based on what people want at that moment and the availability of resources.
With harmonized support from the three tiers of government, local and international investors, sustainable development goals are attainable, ultimately translating into poverty reduction and better living conditions for Namibians.